Well, hello there. Another week, another video, and today we're gonna move away from bags. And I thought I'd just sort of do an unboxing of this purchase that I've got from Hermes. And I've had it for a few months now, but I've just never really worked up the time to sort of open it. And yeah, it's actually I bought it about 3 months ago. So let's go ahead and unbox this new thing from Hermes. You would be able to tell from the caption anyway that this is a belt, and you can tell I bought it in 2024 because you've got the 2024 ribbon and theme. I like how some of Hermes boxes will come with the ribbon, and then later on as they run out throughout the year you'll get back to the normal packaging. But here it is. Oh, love opening these boxes. They are so nice. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to guess what it is based on, the box or based on how these dust bags work. But basically you've got one big dust bag here and one mini one here. So what I have is this little reversible belt strap. I love this color. I think this is a rose sakura in Swift, and this is Gris Misty, I believe, on the back in Epsom. And I like these belts, so I am a size 85, but I find them so versatile because you get to wear them in a variety of different ways, because it's double-sided. And yeah, let me show you as well this belt buckle that I got with it, which is a rose gold, and I think it goes so wonderfully well with this side of the belt buckle in Green Misty. Just this color combination just looks amazing. So yeah, Green Misty is a new color out for the season in 2024, and Rose Sakura, of course, is everybody's darling pink color. So I do like Hermes, these belt kits from Hermes. What I always get my sales associate to do is to punch 2 extra holes. So usually it's it would have been these 3, and then I got him to do an extra 2, and that just gives me a slight amount of versatility because my waist isn't that much smaller than my hips, so I get to wear it slightly higher up and slightly lower down, and therefore this is such a wonderful belt for me. So wonderful, in fact, you will have known from the thumbnail that I actually have quite a few. Oh, can't knock my camera over, but I actually do have a few reversible belts. So this is navy, and this is clay, and this is biscuit, I believe. No, this is sesame and nata. And this here is black Annie taupe, and this is gold, and this is Verfids. So I love these belts because, as you can tell, you've got so many different belt buckle options, and you can change them around as you like. So now I've got belt buckles in all the different finishes, which I kind of like because I like matching them with. And the one thing I love about Hermes as well is that they've got so many different types of belt buckles, and it's not all the same Constance buckle that you see, and you get to play around with them. But of course you'll always see a H related motif or an Hermes related motif. Like these 3 are H, but of course this is really nice and stylistic. You can't really see the H here, and of course this is just decorated in the plaque, but because it's so elongated you can't really tell. This is the Faubourg motif. It's the lift. It's taken from the lift decorations, I believe, and the wrought iron decorations in the Faubourg store. And it's so you can't really tell unless you in the know that this actually is an Hermes related buckle. So I love having these belt buckles, and it's really nice being able to have a change around when I want to of all the different belt straps. So yeah, I do use these quite often. In terms of how I pick colors, I started, I think, with the gold and Verfids because I wanted something that was brown and which matched my shoes. I did move on after that into a couple of color choices. So I did want a white and a brown, so I picked this, and then I picked a blue because I do like a dark blue, but I did realize that I needed more neutrals, so I did go with a black NA tube, and that sort of worked out quite well in terms of how I use my belts on a day-to-day basis. And of course, now I've got grey and pink because I do have some of these colors in my wardrobe, so I thought it'd be much easier to match some of my outfits with this. Can't wait to try this out, and I hope you like this bit. But apart from these belts, I do also have a couple of the other more famous belts. Let me just get this one away. And yep, this is of course the famous Kelly belt, and this is in blue glacier. It came out last year, and I love, you know, the palladium hardware with it. It's just such a cool gray blue tone, and it's such a wonderful color that I really like. I just love the grays, and I love the blue that's associated with it. I do like gray, so this is a belt that I use very often. And so the versatility of this belt doesn't come from the color change with the other belt kits that you see. It comes from the fact that you can adjust it, right? And it is a bit stiff when you first get this belt, so you would have to sort of tighten or loosen it like so, moving the two straps at the end. If you want to loosen, of course, you pull it out a bit more. It is a bit stiff because this is considerably newer. Let me find my other one. This is my very first Kelly belt, and yes, I am a bit of a belt fanatic, but this is in the color Vert d'Amont with a rose gold buckle, and I love this belt. Again, it's throwing off a bit of a gray tone, but this is more of a dark khaki green color. If I just find my... So if you can see, the Green Misty definitely looks a lot darker and gray, but this one's definitely more green toned, and the Green Misty is probably a bit bluer or darker in underlying color. So Vert d'Amont I find is very useful because I have quite a lot of green things as well, so I do like using it as a slightly more neutral tone belt. I'll use this when I've got light grays or light blues and I want to sort of pair my outfit or coordinate my belts a bit with a bit more of the colors in the outfit that I'm wearing. So that's my Kelly belt. And if you'd like to see how this wears over time, because I've had this for longer, if adjusting and loosening this belt is a lot easier, it's a lot smoother. So I can use my hands and just pull and tighten, and you see that it's a lot easier as compared to this, which is slightly stiffer, and you've just sort of got to work your way through. But for those of you who've just got your Kelly belts, do not fear. It will loosen up over time, right? The annoying thing with that is that if you put your belt on a tighter setting and then it slowly gets loosened, you will have to adjust it every now and again. So this I think is a bit more of an accessory look than these normal belts with your normal belt buckle closures, because this will stay firmly sort of shut, whereas this will loosen as you use it throughout the day. So those are the two belts, the two different types of belts I've got from Hermes. I thought I'd sort of take this time as well to show you a couple of other belts that I have. So the thing about reversible belts is they are not a new concept, and they've been around for so long. Oh dear. Just knocked over my camera there. Sorry. So I've got this from Tory Burch, which I really like. This is brown and black, and this is grey and red. I tend to use this with jeans. It's got a lot more of a casual vibe than the Hermes belts, which is why I still like using them, and which is why there's a place for all these different belts in my wardrobe. This is in the size medium, so it does fit me in a similar way that the size 85 of the Hermes belts does. So that's one of them. I do have a Coach one as well, and I don't really know what's gone wrong with this, but I find it so fiddly because the hole on this is considerably bigger, and for some reason this buckle just keeps falling off, and it's really annoying. But I like this color. It's a nice white and a light brown. So if you were to take the Tory Burch brown, you can tell this is kind of like a gold versus chai or biscuit kind of color from on the hermes range. So it does have different uses, and it can work quite well in different cases. Even though these are sort of similar widths, I can't really change the buckles out. So, be aware, you can't always put, a buckle from one brand over to the other brand, even if they're the same widths, because I think the way these work, or the spokes here, are probably slightly different in thickness as well. But yeah, I like the Coach buckle, but it is quite annoying. I don't like that the buckle falls off. And the one belt that I really like, and which a lot of people in the fashion world will know about, is this belt called the Valentino. Oops, I don't know why. Sorry, I'm just filming on my bed, so it's very, very messy, as you can see, and also it's a bit unstable because I'm putting my phone on a tripod on my bed. So super simple gold buckle. Lots of YouTubers have reviewed it. This is 20 millimeters in width. This, I should add, is about 1 inch, so you can tell there is a difference in thickness. This I love because it looks so nice and formal. And yeah, this is a burgundy and a white. And I've also got one that's a nude and a black as well. So yeah, I like that belt, and it's so easy to use, but of course it's slightly limited in sizing. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. These are all my belts, which I love using on a day-to-day basis. Hope